it's me, Mrs. B. Are you ready to find out about fractions? Then let's get ready to smile and learn. So, are you ready to learn about fractions? We're going to be thinking today about equivalent fractions and fractions of amounts. And for this activity, we're going to need a couple of pieces of paper, a coloured pen or pencil. I've got some pennies, but you can get anything like sweets, some different coins, counters, Lego men even, whatever you've got that you want to use to investigate fractions of amounts. I've also got my whiteboard pen and whiteboard at the side. That's for writing things down, but you can just use paper and pen or pencil for recording. So we'll show you that activity as we go through. The first thing that we need to do is decide the amount that we are going to investigate. And I'm going to choose 8. That's my number. So check in here, our counting that we've got 8 pennies. Count with me. 1. That's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great counting. Well done, everybody. So with our 8 pennies, we are going to investigate first finding half. Now when we find a half of something, that means finding 2 equal parts or splitting something into 2 equal parts. We'll save that paper for later. Now if you've watched some of my videos before and we've been making games, we've been folding paper and card in half, so we should be used to doing that by now. So folding in half the paper, that means 2 equal parts. When I've folded in half, that crease line that again we've seen before, this is where I'm going to use my coloured pen. I'm going to draw the coloured line down the middle of the paper. The reason for that is just so that we can see clearly where the divide line is, where that split line is, to show us clearly those halves. And on here I'm going to label 1/2 and 1/2, which looks like that. If you need a reminder, take a look here. 1 part out of 2, 1 part out of 2. This is 1 part, this is a second, there are 2 altogether. Okay, if you've just been introduced to fractions, now you can see what half looks like. Back to our coins. We had 8 coins, didn't we? 8 pennies. Now, to find a half of 8, we need to split these equally between the 2 parts. That's the key to fractions, is finding equal amounts. So in this side we're going to put a coin for myself. I'm going to be kind, I'm going to share one with Miss B. There you go, Miss B, one for you. I'm going to put another one for myself. And I'm going to do the same again for Miss B. I'm being really kind today and I'm sharing out equally. Another one for me. Another one for Miss B. Another one for me. And another one for Miss B. Doesn't matter how we place them on each side. If you want to place them in a line like this neatly, then that's fine. But we just need to make sure that we've got an equal amount in each half, sorry, I should say. Now what we're going to do is we're going to count how many coins are in each half. Boys and girls, do you want to help me count? Are you ready? How many have I got in my half? Did you get 4? Well done. How many has Miss B got? She's got 4 too. So we've both got 4. That's equal amounts. I'm going to record that now. So on my board, I'm going to write that 1/2. So remember that 1/2 of 8 is 4 or equals 4. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for later. Now, with my other piece of paper, you could use the same paper if you want to. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video so that you can see. So, that's our investigation of halves of 8. I'm going to fold the paper again here. We can probably trust our grown-ups to do folding, can't we? Not the cutting so much. And we're going to fold it in half. But to get quarters this time, we're going to fold in half again. Now, if you know about fractions, what can you tell me about a quarter? That's right, a quarter is 1 part out of 4. You won't be able to see that clearly on the paper there, so I'm going to use my coloured pen again to mark out the quarters by doing the line to show half, same as this one, but now the line across to show quarters. Oops, a bit of an unsteady hand. Not very good at my drawing skills again, am I? So now we're going to label each quarter. So remember, 1 part out of 4 is 1/4. So that's 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4, or 1/4 on each of those parts. Okay. Now, same as we did with the halves, we're going to investigate how many coins out of a total of 8 fit into each quarter. So again, what's the key word? Can you remember? Equal, an equal amount. 1 for me, 1 for Miss B, 1 for Mr. B, and 1 for the other Miss B, because I'm really, really kind and generous this time. Another 1 for me, another 1 for Miss B. Who's this one for? Mr. B, that's right. And the last one must be for, that's right, the other Miss B. Now, I've got even less. I don't like that. That's not fair. I'm now going to record on my whiteboard. Do you remember last time we said that half of 8 equals 4? I now want to write 1/4. So 1/4 of 8 equals how many? How many did we find in each quarter? 2 for me, 2 for Miss B, 2 for Mr. B, and 2 for the other Miss B. So 1/4 of 8 equals 2. That's right. Now, what if Miss B and the other Miss B wanted to put their money together because they wanted to buy something as a joint present? So we're going to look at 2 quarters, 1/4 for Miss B and 1/4 for the other Miss B, so they could combine or put together their money. Let's have a look and see what they would get. So we're going to take away Mr. B and Mrs. B for now. I'm going to have a look how many in 2 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 quarters is 4. Let's write that down. 2 quarters of 8, remember our total, equals 4. Hang on, I'm seeing a pattern here, children, are you? What can you see? 1/2 of 8 was 4. Let's not think about the quarters at the moment, but 2 quarters of 8 was also 4. That's strange, isn't it? In half there was more, but in a quarter there were less, but in 2 quarters we've got the same as half. Let's investigate. I think I need a helping hand, children. Ah, helping hand, here you are. Helping hand, can you find the fraction 1/2? Over here, that's right. So we were going to investigate if half is the same as 2 quarters. Helping hand, can you remind me where 2 quarters is? That's right, over here. And we can see 4 coins all together in 2 quarters. I'm going to place my original sheet of paper on top of the quarters. Magic. Did you know that Mrs. B can do magic? I've made the pennies disappear. Not really, they're under here, aren't they? If I fold this half back here to remind us of those 2 quarters, when I fold the paper back to cover them, that's the magic. They disappear. But what we can see is that 1/2 is the same or equivalent to, that's right, 2 quarters. Well done. Did you have fun finding out about fractions with us today? Now it's over to you. Remember our total was 8? Can you find fractions of different amounts? If you can use our activity and find equivalent fractions to 1/2, be sure to leave us a comment below. Remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to smile and learn.